Oh, look who thinks they've mastered the art of ignoring, but in reality, you're just tossing away every chance you had. Ignoring isn't about shutting up and disappearing. It's about planting chaos in someone else's mind. If you still believe that the trick to making someone obsessed with you is vanishing without a trace, congratulations, genius. You're dead wrong. Ignoring is a refined talent, a work of art. And guess what? Today, you're going to learn how to play it like a pro. How many times have you decided not to text, playing the I don't care act, thinking you'd become the center of her universe? And then, nothing. Nada. She didn't even notice you were gone. She carried on with her vibrant, bouncy life as if you were an invisible pole. Want to know why? Because empty silence is just that, absolute nothingness. And if you're not missed, your absence is irrelevant. Simple as that. It hurts, right? Yeah, it does. But hold up, because Uncle here is going to save you. Today, I'm going to teach you 5 secrets to turn ignoring into a psychological weapon of mass destruction. I'll show you how to flip the script and make her obsess over you while you pretend to be too busy breathing. It's a power game, my friend. And spoiler alert, you've been playing like an amateur. So sit tight and pay attention, because if you miss even one tip, you'll keep being that nobody she only remembers when her phone dies or the Wi-Fi goes out. Sad, right? Go ahead and comment below. What was your biggest fail trying to ignore someone? Let's laugh at your misfortune together and turn trauma into learning. Now, before we start, I'll be short and sweet. This video is here because someone had the guts to like and subscribe first. Don't come looking for freebies, do your part. Like, subscribe, and drop a thanks in the comments. It's not for me, okay? It's for the darn algorithm. Listen up. Only this way will YouTube push this slap in the face disguised as wisdom to more lost souls out there. Ready? Enough with the fluff. Let's get to the meat of it. Number 1. Silence is golden, but not everything. Finally, we've reached the basics. Silence. Not that dead, boring silence that only shows you have nothing better to do, but purposeful, weighted silence. Ignoring isn't about disappearing like a failed ninja. It's about making noise in someone else's mind without saying a word. Here's the truth. Empty silence is useless. It's like a billboard with no ad. Nobody looks, nobody cares. What you want is a silence that nags, plants doubts, makes her wonder. Why did he disappear? What's going on? Is he busy with something more interesting than me? That's strategic silence, the only kind that matters. How to do it? Easy. First rule, respond less than she expects. She sends a, "Hey, how are you?" And you're there, all excited, replying with your life story. Stop. Your next response needs to be simple, short, and slightly uninterested. I'm good, you? No extra questions, no conversation starters. It's the classic, here's the bread, but not the butter. She needs to stay hungry. Second rule, timing is everything. Stop being a trained Labrador that responds instantly. Wait. Give her time to feel your absence. If you reply immediately, guess what she thinks? He's chill, I'm a priority. And you don't want to be the available doormat, do you? Waiting a bit, whether it's 20 minutes or a few hours, makes her message seem more important. And you know what's better? While she waits, she's thinking about you. Practical tip. If she sends something more elaborate, like a meme or a longer message, resist the urge to respond right away. Hold back. Let the doubt linger a bit. And when you finally reply, be cool about it. Show that you have a life beyond drooling over your phone. Summary. Strategic silence isn't about ignoring completely. It's about manipulating the rhythm. It's about showing that in the dance of conversation, you're the one choosing the music. Control the rhythm, and you control the dynamic. Now that you get how to shut up the right way, let's move on to the next secret. Being mysterious without turning into an annoying ghost. Number 2, be mysterious, not invisible. Great. You've learned to use silence as a weapon. Now it's time to understand the second commandment. Mystery. But hey, being mysterious doesn't mean turning into a WhatsApp ghost. If you vanish completely, you know what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You become the emotional equivalent of a footnote. Insignificant. The secret is finding the perfect balance between present enough for her to remember you and absent enough to seem an irresistible enigma. Let's go. Who grabs more attention? The guy who posts 97 stories a day, detailing even the buttered bread he ate, or the guy who shows up occasionally with something that makes people stop and pay attention? Obviously, right? You want to be the second guy, leaving a trail of unanswered questions. How to do this without turning into the Sherlock Holmes of neediness. Social media is your stage. Post in moderation. Don't pour your entire life out there. A casual photo of a coffee, a landscape, or an interesting event is enough. And no explicit or explanatory captions. You want to spark curiosity, not lay everything out on the table. The question she should be asking herself is, why did he post this? Who was he with? Is it someone interesting? Avoid long-winded posts and emotional rants. Nothing screams begging for attention more than that dramatic post or ridiculous indirect message in stories. Control yourself. You want to project the image of someone with an exciting and stable life, not a character from a telenovela. Leave gaps in conversations. When she asks something like, "What did you do over the weekend?" respond with something that sparks her imagination. "Oh, it was fun, but nothing special." And that's it. Conversation over. If she wants more details, great, but don't make it easy. The more she tries to get information from you, the more involved she becomes. Summary. Mystery isn't about hiding, but about revealing just enough. The trick is to make her fill in the gaps, because while she's trying to figure you out, guess what? She's thinking about you. And when that happens, you're winning. Now, let's add an extra spice to silence and mystery. The perfect timing for your responses. That's where the game gets even more interesting. Number 3, the timing rule. Congratulations, little grasshopper. You've learned to shut up with style and be mysterious without turning into a hologram. But all this falls apart if you don't know how to control the timing. Yes, timing is the glue that holds this masterpiece of emotional manipulation together. Responding at the wrong time is like putting ketchup on sushi. It kills any chance of success. Here we go. She sends you a message, and 5 seconds later, there you are, all cute and available. What did you just do? You declared yourself a plain cookie, fragile, predictable, and boring. You proved that her attention is your number one priority. And you know what people do with easy things? They disregard them. The timing game is suspense. Think like a movie director. Don't deliver the climax before it's time. There needs to be a gap between her message and your reply that makes her heart race a bit. You want her to look at her phone and think, will he respond? Why is he taking so long? That's the goal. But hold on. This isn't a license to disappear like you fell into a black hole. Ignoring for too long does the opposite. She stops caring. The trick is to delay enough for her to feel your absence, but not so much that she looks for other entertainment. Responding in an hour or two? Perfect. Responding in the same minute? Amateur. Practical tips to master timing. Assess the context. A generic, "Hey?" Wait. A random meme? Wait even longer. An emotional or important message? Then the response time needs to be short enough to show you have a heart, not just strategy. Resist the Pavlovian reflex. If you're holding your phone and a message arrives, don't open it immediately. Every second of delay makes your response seem more calculated and valuable. It's like a gift. When it arrives unexpectedly, it has more impact. Add a touch of mystery. When you finally respond, throw in a dry but intriguing line. It was a busy but calm day. No explanations or follow-up questions. Let her dig into the curiosity hole herself. Advanced level, respond at unexpected times. Late night, 6 a.m., a random pause in the afternoon. This makes her wonder, what was he up to until now? That's when your timing becomes an emotional puzzle. In the end, perfect timing turns your attention into something rare and precious. It's not just a response, it's a privilege. Now, if you're out there being the court jester who replies in 5 seconds while she ignores you for days, wake up. It's time to remove the fool sign from your forehead and flip the game. Predictability is a silent killer of interest. And guess what? She's already figured you out long ago, which is why she treats you like an ignorable notification. Want to become the guy she chases, the one she can't forget? Simple. Understand the power of space and timing combined. You take a step back, she feels the void. You respond calmly, she perceives your attention as a rare gift. It's a psychological game, and you need to start playing like a champion, not a desperate fool. Finding it complicated? In the description, I left a link to an ebook that will transform you into a timing and strategy master. Read, learn, apply, and stop chasing like your life depends on it. It's time to be the guy she's waiting for, and much more. Number 4, give space but don't forget to return. Congratulations, champ! Now you know that ignoring isn't about turning into a monk on a mountaintop. But let me reinforce this to avoid any mistakes. Giving space doesn't mean disappearing like you've been abducted by aliens. Because if you vanish for too long, guess what? She stops missing you and starts treating you like that shirt she lost during the last laundry. Meh, whatever. The magic here is simple. Create longing, but don't let it turn into forgetfulness. The idea is to be like that good Netflix series. You exit the scene for a while, but come back with an unexpected episode that leaves her curious. If you overdo the space, the I want more turns into who even was he? How to do it right? Space in conversations. No mystery here. Alternate moments of presence and absence. If you usually exchange messages daily, take a few days off. And when you return, for the love of your dignity, don't apologize or explain. No, sorry, I've been busy. You just come back casual and confident, like saying, yeah, I'm interesting enough to have my own life. Subtle presence on social media. Remember, less is more. Post occasionally something that suggests your life is exciting, even if it's just a stylish coffee or some random event. No need to show your face, let alone flood your feed with selfies or those motivational texts nobody asked for. A discreet and occasional post is enough to plant the doubt. Who's he with? Where did he go? What's going on? Reappear with purpose. When you decide to make an appearance, do it intelligently. A simple message like, saw something that reminded me of you, how are you, is powerful. It not only shows you think about her, but also gives her space to re-enter the conversation without forcing anything. The secret is rhythm. Too much space? You become a vague memory. Too much presence? You turn into a cheap candy from the store. Tasty at first, but nobody values it. The trick is to maintain a balance between the two, reappearing at the right moment to renew interest. Now that you know how to create this strategic back and forth, let's move to the grand finale, making her wonder what she's actually missing out on. Number 5, make her wonder what she's missing. If you've made it this far, congratulations, my friend. You've learned how to stay silent without being irrelevant, be mysterious without disappearing, and master timing and space like an emotional maestro. But now comes the cherry on top, making her wonder what she lost by letting you go. Spoiler: if she doesn't see value in you, everything else goes down the drain. The key word here is value. If you have nothing interesting or unique to offer, you know what happens. Nothing. She moves on without even looking back. So, my friend, it's time to stop focusing on her and start focusing on yourself. How to do this? Invest in yourself. Want her to see you as someone special? Then be someone special. It's no use sending enigmatic messages if you're just a bored guy on the couch binge-watching the same shows. Work on your physique, invest in your career, learn something new, live your passions. Show, even subtly, that your life is interesting with or without her. Evolving people are attractive. End of story. Create the famous FOMO, fear of missing out. Make her feel like she's missing out on something amazing. Post something interesting here and there, but don't overdo it. Went out with friends. Share the moment without too many details. Started a new project. Drop a little spoiler. The idea is to leave traces, not hand over the full map. She needs to think, what's going on? Why am I not there? Memories are your allies. Remember, unique moments are irreplaceable. No matter what happens, create experiences that only you provided. It could be an inside joke, a special place, or even something simple but genuine. These memories will stick in her mind like that catchy chorus she can't get out of her head. Maintain your posture. Here comes the final test. When she starts reaching back, and yes, if you did everything right, she will, resist the urge to rub it in her face, or worse, run to open your arms. Show, without words, that you are the prize. Be the guy she needs to conquer again, not the desperate one who accepts anything. Game summary. For her to realize what she lost, you need to be someone worth losing. This isn't about her, it's about you. The idea is simple. Build value, leave traces of an interesting life, and maintain your posture. When you become a combination of mystery, memories, and self-confidence, you're not just someone she wants. You're someone she can't forget. And there you have it, the complete game. Now go out and apply all this, but for the love of God, don't ruin it with desperate messages or dramas along the way. She doesn't need another predictable guy. She needs someone who makes her constantly wonder, why the hell did I let him go? The grand finale. Finally, we've reached the grand finale. If you followed each step up to here, you should have realized that ignoring is an art, not an excuse to disappear like a moody teenager. It's a well-calculated game of strategic silence, seductive mystery, impeccable timing, just the right amount of space, and of course, that touch of, I'm amazing without you. Recapping the turnaround manual. Strategic silence. Shut up, but with purpose. Every absence should make her think about you, not forget you. Well-dosed mystery. Don't pour out your soul, but don't vanish to the point of being irrelevant. Maintain an air of, there's more here, but you won't easily find out. Timing. Respond when and how you want, but always in a way that makes her see your attention as a gift, not an obligation. Give space and know when to return. She misses you, but also knows you're still around. It's the balance between being desired and being present. Personal value. Be someone worth missing. Invest in yourself, live your life, create unique memories, and leave her with that unbearable thought. How did I let him slip away? In the end, the game is about you, not her. If you don't prioritize your own life, no one else will. And, spoiler alert, when you start living like this, she notices. Because confident and interesting people are impossible to ignore. So the question is, are you going to keep being her boring placeholder? Or are you going to become the guy she can't get out of her head? The choice is yours, my friend. And since you've made it this far, don't be selfish. Share this treasure with that friend who still thinks disappearing for weeks is a strategy. And comment below, which of these tactics are you going to use first to flip the game? Let's see who really got the lesson.